Okay, so it was the year, I think, 2016. I had this teacher named Mr. Carroll. He was hot, but I was 16. So I'm just saying, for the fact of the matter that he was attractive, it does not matter, because I hated his guts. He spoke in a monotone voice, and his good looks didn't get him anywhere except in the diaries and wet dreams of teenage girls, so I lacked an interest in him. And he had no personality whatsoever, no discernible traits, nothing interesting. Every single time I was in his class, it was ridiculously boring. And he was one of those teachers where he would say, "Oh, guys, it's so easy. All you have to do is take notes and you'll get credit for it." And then he wouldn't care if people cheated on tests or whatever because he knew his own actual stuff was BS. He just went, "Okay, copy each other's notes by the end of the week as long as you turn them in and it seems like you read the material, then I don't care. Plagiarize each other's essays, I don't give a fuck." He was those teacher types that just didn't give a fuck about their jobs, and yet, I don't know. He was weird, like teetering the line between being offended if I didn't do his homework, but then also going, "Guys, just copy each other's homework and turn it in. I do not care." Anyway, I think that at this point in time, we had to do like a mini science fair between me and everyone else for the seventh period of class. Now, I was sitting with the outcasts, the other kids who were also in special ed in high school. There was Zach, my ex boyfriend, Adam, his even more stupid friend, and I think James. It doesn't matter. But then also, we had this teacher on the side, Brian, who is ridiculously cool, who sat near us and helped us out. Everyone else in that class, we gave absolutely no goddamn hells about. No one talked to us. We had our own private table at the front, and despite sitting at the front, literally next to two teachers, we were both doing ridiculously bad in his class. But moving forward, when he was like, "Hey, we have to do a science project, and you have to turn it in and show it off to your classmates in a presentation," I think it was like the third or fourth marking period. Once that class ended, I think in the next day or two, my teacher Brian was sitting with us in our special ed class in our study hall period. We all did nothing in that class. We just talked shit and basically procrastinated on homework, even with several fully functioning adults there trying to make us all, with our autistic brains, focus on the shit at hand. But then we always got each other off track. It was a fun class, trust me. We even distracted the fucking teachers. Anyway, moving on. He was like, "Okay, guys, we have to think of a science experiment. It can be anything at all." And he was like nagging us, nagging us, nagging us. I was getting pissed off. And I think eventually I just went, "Why don't we do an experiment based on ecosystems?" And that was vague as fuck. So Brian was like, "Go on." And I was like, "Okay. Maybe, I'm not sure. Hold on." I basically said something along the lines of, we should talk about how this is, I'm gonna say it, one of the most repetitive projects ever. For basically every science class I've ever taken, they've made us do something related to microbiomes, or "Oh, we're gonna teach you about how the environment gets killed when you put things that do not belong in the ocean in the ocean. Like here, which would you rather drink? This cup of fresh water or this cup of fucking shit water? Which do you think that fish like?" And, they do shit like that. And I was basically like, how about, at first I would just want to say, how about we kill a goldfish? How about we show the differences between healthy environments and dirty environments and how they affect the ecosystem. And we just get two goldfish in two different jars, and we fill one with normal water that it can live in and we feed it. And then the other one where we do not feed it and we just fill it with, what did we fill it with? We just didn't clean the water, and we also purposely put salt water or food color. We put something really, really bad in the water. But basically, I just openly said it as a joke. I meant it jokingly. I thought, "Hey, guys, how about we just kill a fish for our science experiment? We just put one in clean water, one in dirty water, and explain how bad the ecosystem is somehow because of that. Boom, polluting our planet." I said that shit so sarcastically, and everyone was like, fuck it, let's do it. And we did it. We had one goldfish, one we named after our teacher, Gamora, and then the other one we named George Clooney for whatever fucking reason. Now, for George Clooney, he lived. I think he's the fish that lived. We fed him, loved him, cared for him. Gamora, on the other hand, we just let that bitch die, and she died very, very, very quickly. And we... What happened next is that we presented it to the class, and it was one of my most awesome presentations ever because everyone was so appalled. I came into that presentation fine as fuck. I had on my push-up bra, my cute little earrings, this fine-ass faux leather dress with the tulle skirt on. I was killing it. Boys were staring at my chest. I knew, goddammit, I am so confident and egotistical right now. I'm gonna nail this fucking presentation. And so I made the presentation about killing fish so fucking good on a project that was supposed to go, hey, probably it would be great to not have things die due to poor environments. Literally, some girl shouted, oh, hey, what? So you just killed a fish? I said, yes, I did, for the project. And we got the easiest fucking A ever. So despite it being a project saying, hey, let's not let things die, everyone collectively saw, oh my god, those autistic children got an A on the science project, and all they did was kill a fish. So guess what happened next marking period? Every single fucking student plagiarized our idea. Not just in one class, but in several others. They all went, okay, so hey, how did you do that thing? Microbiomes, how about we... And then everyone presented the shit like it was their own idea. Mr. Carroll was like, okay, I guess it was a similar topic, because he didn't give a fuck about the class. He was like, okay, we need a science project that, effectively explains how, the things we can do to improve our environments and make them less toxic and improve the planet, talk about climate change, write an essay about it. And every single fucking kid went, oh my god, you know what we should do? We should, get a goldfish, make a nice microbiome with, leaves, a pocket for air, land, and sea where the fish lives underneath the water. It would be so cool. And you know what we do? We have one where it lives. It glows up, it flourishes, we feed it. And the other one, we just let it fucking die. Or, hey, how would this fish react if we, instead of giving it water and food, we gave it fucking Pop Rocks, or we gave it vinegar, or piss? And that's what every single fucking kid did. I think more than 8 children showed up to the fucking school, just proudly presenting to the class about their dead fish. Do you know how absurd that is? Having to sit through a class where every single student stole your fucking shit post idea, and they're presenting it as their own, and then 6 presentations in a row, it's a bunch of shitty, pimply-faced teenagers all glowing bright as hell at how they literally and openly caused a fucking goldfish genocide. Do you know how fucking surreal that is? Long story short, sorry, Goldfish Gamora, and science teachers need to get better at their jobs. And also, children are psychopathic because school makes them this way. Do you think that if we had a caring teacher who actually gave a fuck, that so many kids would have also gotten A's off of their obviously plagiarized projects? I don't think